Hello, in this video I want to show you how to create an API for your Symfony application. So the first step, I want to show you what we have as setup. I have a list of posts created with a CRUD, so it's an entity post and an entity comments that is also created with make CRUD. So that's representing the backend of a blog. You can have whatever you want as long as you have entities describing your database. This will apply. So let's see. First step is to install the composer requirements. After that is done, into the entity, we'll add this line. And that's it. That's all we need to do for generating an API exposure of the entity post. And to access the API, we do /API. You can see posts being exposed here. So this is the Swagger UI that represents your documentation, because API platform will create a document based on the resource that you're requiring to expose. So if you want to see your docs here, I think it's docs.json. Yeah, it will generate this JSON that represents all your API using the OpenAPI standard. And then the application called Swagger can display that information and interact with that API based on that configuration. And this is a functional documentation, so every field will be displayed here. If you prefer to look at this as in simple form, so you can see that I have an ID, a title, and content, and also a post has comments. So I can interact with this by fetching the data here, and I can see that I have one post, two posts, and each one of them has two comments. So it's already reading from the relations as well. If I want to also expose the comments here, it's the same thing. It's pretty easy. Just add the line API resources to the other entity as well. Save, reload. And there you go. I have comments and posts now exposed. So if you want to create a consumer for this API, basically access this URL, do a get on it, and you can see even the curl expression here if you want to use that as a reference. That's all already. I changed that briefly the response here, the standard here from JSON, because it's easier to read. There's a lot of extra fields in LD JSON, like pagination and total number of items. That's also very, very important if you use it. It will facilitate your life a lot to work with large data sets. It's way more professional to do this way instead of returning everything. But you can figure out all the details by reading further. I will recommend you to see the Symfony cast on the topic. It's quite extensive and goes through all the details on how to configure what fields you want to expose and what names you want to expose and transformations that you want to apply when saving, when writing, when reading. But for now, that's it. I just wanted to give you the bootstrapping for the process. And also, if you want to add new entities, when you now add bin/console make entity, the maker here will ask if you want to add this as a resource for OpenAPI, so it will include automatically this line. So it's basically free. All right, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.